Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at a recent release from Athearn in the Ready to Roll series. This is a 50-foot FMC plug door boxcar. And I've got a couple different versions here. So we have the Chattahoochee industrial boxcar, and we have an Atlantic and Western boxcar to take a look at from Athearn Ready to Run. Again, 50-foot FMC plug door boxcars. So we'll take a look starting next and unbox this. And we're going to roll right into it because we're having some computer issues. And this is taped. So let me just figure that out real quick. And by figure it out, I mean pull until it gives away. It's a little soft plastic in here, and hard plastic, and slant. Major hump in my layout here. So I'll get the other one unboxed here. Because of some computer issues, I don't have the ability to edit as well as I normally do. I'm having to use a much more limited computer, and it's crashing the editing software. So a lot of the stuff that is usually kept off camera is going to be on camera for these next few reviews. Then hopefully by a week or two I'll be back to the full ability to edit here. So I'm going to move this up. Again, some stuff that probably would be taking place off camera is now on camera. But the boxcar here has a plug door. All that means is that the door actually goes out and sits inward when it's fastened in. So it's a pretty neat design from quite a while ago. But Athearn continues to release a lot of different variations in this. Ready to Roll is kind of their middle setting for their different budget lines. You've got a few different budget lines to pick from Athearn, but Ready to Roll is like their most famous, and they're starting to get up towards Genesis detail in the locomotives and Ready to Roll, like the 2000, 2001 Genesis detail levels here. Now this boxcar is still pretty, plain. It's not like tricked out or anything, but there's a lot of great features on these. You've got the McHenry couplers with magnetic glad hands. You can see a silhouette of that there. Those are an Athearn owned coupler. They're plastic and they have magnetic glad hands, but they hold up for decently long trains, no problem. You've got the separations, kind of where they manufactured the boxcar together. You can see all that running down. Crew access ladders on that end. And then you see better service begins in Early County, Georgia, right here on the edge. So that's no problem there. You see cushion service. And there's all sorts of, obviously, the weight limits, load weight limits, and details. On this end, though, you get the Chattahoochee Industrial Railroad logo and more placarding and stuff like that on that side. Brake wheels on this side with a brake wheel stand and crew access ladders, and kind of the ridges from the boxcar end. It's a little early in the morning, but you do have a what I call a handbrake stand as well, which is this little platform that runs straight across for crew access to be able to access the handbrake fairly easily, or walk across to the other side if they're coupled up to a consist. Here's a better look at the other side. And then the top, you can see that X pattern going straight across the roof. And let me show you the bottom real quick, because you can see the bracing, floor supports of the boxcar, a couple air reservoirs for brake line rigging, and a couple details there. So that is the bottom, and then you've got metal wheels, and you got your coupler box as well to show you. So that's essentially what these box cars have in terms of features. There's some more intricate detail on the door as well, but pretty good printing job. Everything's very clear and legible. We'll take a quick look at this version. So you got ATW, which stands for Atlantic and Western, and this one is a little more modernized in the sense that you see FRA reflective striping. I believe it was around 2006 the FRA mandated that all railroads put this on the side of their cars and their locomotives, because there was dummies running into the box cars and the freight cars and the locomotives at night in darkly lit situations apparently. ATW up top is a patch job here, so that's pretty neat. Same detail I showed before on these, so just wanted to give you a once over look of this version. There are several different versions out there. You can get them from your brick and mortar hobby shops or online retailers. So there's that X pattern across the top again, and once again the bottom. So you see some of the molded in detail and then some of the separately applied detail there. So on this car, and just kind of summary, if we're going to talk about separately applied car body parts, it's going to be the brake wheel back here, it's going to be that brake wheel stand, it's going to be those ladder rungs, and then it's going to be the separately applied parts on the bottom. So still a very economical car in today's terms. These things are kind of skyrocketing, so be sure to check them out if you want to add a little robustness to your consists. So with that said, that's going to be it. We can do, I guess we could do coupler height test. This is what happens when we have an unedited video, and we can do wheel flanges, but there are the wheel flanges. Those are all in gauge, and they line up. This KD gauge also shows you where your car body needs to end so that it's not too wide, and that is correct. I just added that in recently. And then we can check coupler height. Just do it on one of these real quick. This has a hump in the middle because this is like a folding table. Probably not the best idea for a table. We'll check coupler height. Definitely rolls easily. Coupler height's dead on. So I have to get to one side of the hump to be able to accurately check that, but coupler height is actually dead on both of those. So that is essentially this car. And we'll kind of look at these in terms of length as well if you want. So these are 7-inch long cars, and with the couplers they are about 8 inches long. So that's what you have in terms of the Athearn ready to roll 50-foot plug door FMC box car. So for those of you wanting to know weight, we can do that real quick as we wrap up chats about this. 4.5 ounces. So to talk about this car, you know, it's a good budget friendly way to beef up your consists, and they have some very good road numbers that will allow you to do that and be accurate for your consist as well. So that's going to be it from the layout. Sorry for the poorly edited video, but we'll be back to full reviews soon. Just been one delay after another with some computer issues, from computer repair not getting done to just giving up and ordering a new computer, to that delivery date being essentially delayed. So it's all pretty much contributed to the virus situation. So doing what we can, but my computer went belly up a few weeks ago, and we've been trying to recover ever since. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.